to the T-ROH Show. Transmitting truth 1 week at a time.
Welcome to the 208th broadcast of the T-ROH Show. It's your host, Keith. We got a lot to cover tonight, folks, so here we go. It's going to be quite an evening. And Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it. Alrighty, we're going to be putting up one of these commercials that is extremely disturbing. I know they're doing it to get on video, or they're doing it for other reasons, nefarious acts or whatever it is. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about.
Satan?
Hi. 2020.
Please. Call me 2020. So where are you from?
Hell.
Me too.
Romeo, save me. I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. Is this in my head? I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet. You never have to be alone. I love you. And that's all I really know. I talked to your dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yeah.
Have you seen enough of that crap?
Yep.
Yeah, did y'all hear the screams at the beginning? That's the real torture. Torture, torment, everything else. They cannot humanize him, all right? Or try to make him into something that he's not. Folks, you understand what's going on there? They're introducing you to their God. Okay, we talked about this last week. We've got a social compact they tried to pull in through the pandemic. They've got their flag. They got their religion, Baal Peor, and now they're trying to introduce you to their God. Does that about sound right, Tom?
Looks like it to me, but they've been trying to do that all along, because if you look at the Madonna and all that other stuff, they were doing that back then with the Baphomet symbols. So
Right. But now they're actually really right in your face. Call them by name, the whole thing. By the way, if anybody's ever watched any of Mary Kay Baxter's books or read their books or whatever, you would know who she was. That is an accurate depiction of him, is what he looks like. Believe it or not. That's what she said he looked like also, because she's seen him. So this is a very accurate depiction of this. If it was something else, it'd be different, but it's not. It's extremely accurate. So there you go. And it's the most disgusting thing. I think it needs to stop real quick. You kicked God out in 1963. Now you're going to bring that guy in? Come on. Really? Didn't I talk about that last week? I believe I mentioned that. And now you're going to bring him in, and then all of this crap is going to happen. What do y'all think is going to happen? You guys are bringing him in. Think you're going to get a fair deal? I doubt it. First liar, first murderer. Come on. Get your head out your ass. All right. Here's the next one. This one didn't actually catch any steam. I was surprised. Hold on.
Brockovich did when Microsoft put her out. They thought she was kind of an unknown, and then all of a sudden everybody knew about her and protested against it. Remember that? The 3D thing?
No, I don't. Which one was that?
There was a 3D commercial that they did for Microsoft, and Microsoft was showing how the 3D experience was and everything. And they were using Brockovich, you know, that woman that's the witch, the soul spirit cooker or whatever.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had her on the commercial, and people protested really bad about that.
But they're not protesting this stupid commercial.
No, but they did take it down when they protested so much.
Well, that crap needs to come down and stop that. It just needs to stop. Okay, apparently this is what happened this morning, folks. I don't know if you've seen this video yet or not. So this was in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we've seen these before, in situations like this before. That doesn't look like it's fake. Looks like it really happened. Apparently, there was some guy in an RV. Now, here's the weird part. Before it started, he gave everybody a 15-minute run. Telling everybody, hey, folks, there's a bomb that's going to go off for the next 15 minutes. Time to evacuate. Tells everybody. Time to evacuate. So this was not meant to get rid of people or to kill people or for that effect. Matter of fact, it was right in front of the AT&T building, and AT&T 911, 911 went out, and a lot of the internet, those people that had AT&T internet went out. So very weird situation. Never have I ever seen a polite terrorist that actually gives you a warning and says, oh, by the way, there's going to be a bomb in 15 minutes. They usually just come up and wham, right? So nobody can stop them. Well, this guy had 15-minute window. Why did he have a 15-minute window? Very odd. Done on Christmas morning. Didn't get a whole lot of attention other than people were not on the internet. Got a little bit of a blip in the news. Didn't seem to be any real big deal. Very weird, right? We'll wait for more information to come out. Just thought it was interesting how that happened. It was kind of odd.
You gotta wonder the purpose.
Yeah, very weird. Very just weird the way it went down.
He must have known that he wouldn't knock out that much.
What kind of terrorist warns everybody?
Maybe it's a kinder, gentler terrorist.
I don't. It could be the new normal. I don't know. Maybe they all went to school and said, "You guys got to be more polite about this.
You got to be more kinder, gentler terrorist.
Yeah.
And we're going to teach you how to be proper and nice.
You know, warn people before you get here, okay? And 15-minute warning, which makes me believe like a lawyer's behind it, right? Because they'll always do the legal notice, you know, so they can't get sued. Well, we gave you legal notice, you know. We gave you a 15-minute notice there, so you had time to leave. So if you get killed in this one, you know, that's the way it is. You can't sue us, so here we go. But anyway, all right, here's some of the headlines we have for this week. City of London is hereby declared a terrorist organization. This was 4 days ago. So I know I didn't have it on last week's T-ROH. It says the City of London is hereby declared and classified as a terrorist organization. We're going to show you why. The City of London is not to be confused with London itself, nor the Queen of England. The City of London declares itself an independent city-state, meaning a sovereign country. Okay. Now, the City of London and its associations have been trespassing all over the world in secret, thereby posing as a part of every country in the world, as if the associations that it creates were created within the country wherein it exists. If case in fact, American Bar Association, directly under the City of London, they're the ones that created that. They are the ones that are responsible for all lawyers in the world. They got a whole freaking network of lawyers that comes directly from the City of London. Every lawyer is a subject of the City of London. When you walk into their courtrooms, you're walking into the City of London, folks. Just the way it works. This is not an admiralty court. Whoever brought that up, which I think was Miller, was wrong. It's the City of London court. There's supposed to be City of London, Vatican City, and Washington, D.C. are supposed to be the only 3 sovereign countries in the world. Okay? So that's why they came in and they took over the judicial branch of every state, which is a capital crime in the law of nations. We know that. They were hoping we didn't know that. Each association is in violation of the law of nations, thereby trespassing on at least 50 constitutions with a violation, as prescribed by the law of nations, as a capital crime. Since the main industry of the City of London are laws and statutes, the industry of the City of London is a trespass on all nations and countries, which means every statute that is passed by lawyers, written by lawyers to benefit lawyers, is only apply to lawyers. That's it. They're the ones that wrote it. It applies to them and no one else. Therefore, the City of London and all of its attributes is hereby declared an international terrorist organization in all of its forms, due to the fear that it is consistently used, that it consistently uses in an effort to install a sense of eternal doom upon the souls of the so-called violators and offenders of its industry. Its legal title to the City of Jerusalem, believe it or not, it did buy that back in 1834. We've covered it. Does not give it eternal decision-making over the earth, nor is it a part of any eternal salvation decisions over souls. The City of London has created an industry of words, definitions, and unilateral interpreted meanings of words that has caused nothing but strife and contentions, and has caused many wars among countries. The existence of the City of London has caused terrorism around the world, and its existence has run its course. Believe it or not, the City of London is 2,000 years old. It has run its course. It's caused more wars than you can possibly imagine. It's caused more money issues. It's caused more anything. It's leveraged stuff. That's how it bought the City of Jerusalem. It leveraged a war, made a bunch of money. They went and dumped it into the title, the actual title of Jerusalem, and bought that. That's where the Rothschilds operate. So they're terrorist organizations, folks. I don't care what they say. That's exactly what they are. All right. Continental dollar is always available to be used in relief efforts. We keep getting this, this $600, $2,000, blah, 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 right? Did it change, Tom? Can you see it?
Yeah, it changed.
All right, thanks. The Continental dollar is always available to be used in relief efforts. There's one problem. The Republicans and Democrats refuse to work with the North American National Party to make anything happen. Furthermore, there has been an ongoing court case in the state of Utah wherein the courts are refusing to follow their own public policies, which means under House Joint Resolution 192, it was interpreted, wholeheartedly incorrectly with, the way that the patriots, so-called patriots, were using it. Basically, all it means is they can't declare one particular currency or here, let me just show you, be easier. Okay. Every provision contained or made in with respect to any obligation which purports to give the obligee a right to require payment in gold or a particular kind of coin or currency, or in an amount in money of the United States measured thereby, is declared to be against public policy. There you go. So you can't demand U.S. currency. So we've been telling them for years. This has been since 33. 1933, June 5th. Okay. So they set their public policy. They can't demand U.S. currency, which means if you have a legal tender or illegal currency, you can give it to them. They have to accept it. The banks have to accept it. But what's going on is it's a mafia. Okay. So they're saying, oh, no, you can't do anything but U.S. currency. Why? Because every court case they've got have bonds on them that the chief of the state court, chief judge, sells. He's a broker. He sells bonds on all these cases. And they use U.S. currency. So they don't want to work outside of that U.S. currency because it kind of messes up their whole deal, their whole scam they've got going on court cases. The City of London has on court cases. Remember, the City of London is the financial center of the tripartite, Vatican and U.S., Washington, D.C. That's why they have the 3-star flag. So that they're demanding U.S. currency against public policy over here. Now, why is it that they're not following public policy here? It's because each court operates within the City of London, and the City of London has no such policy. That's why they're doing that. That's proof that they're not within the United States. Your court system, folks, is not within the United States. It operates from a foreign country. Why do you think that the court fraud and all that crap, they're not going by any statutes here? They're going by the statutes that are in the City of London. They're operating under their policies and laws and crap. City of London's corporation. That's what it is. It operates like a corporation. So what do? They come out with this BS that, oh, Congress made a municipality back in 1871 and it got rid of our original constitution, organic one, and blah, blah, blah. That's our republic. No, that's a complete bullshit lie. The lawyers made that up so you would never figure out that they're actually subject to the City of London. That you would never figure out that, yes, they operate under a corporation, but that corporation is foreign in the City of London. They knew that you would blame the monarch. You would blame the old lady over there. The old lady has nothing to do with it other than she's the administrator of the SSN, Social Security Administration, SSA. They do that through the U.S. U.S. Virgin Islands, which makes you a U.S. citizen, which is where your birth certificate goes, or your citizenship. And they have an agreement between the U.S. British and the U.S. Virgins, right there. 2 islands that are two really close together, making the Queen the SSA, administrator for the Social Security Administration. We've proven this. It's in the T-ROH. It's all over the place. Okay. What we're trying to tell you is that you've got a lot of BS out there. One guy came out and said, oh, it's everything's an admiralty. It's all admiralty. It's all it is. No, it's not. It's not admiralty. They're foreign courts. And you'll see, well, they got the U.S. flag in there, or the Title IV flag with the gold fringe. No, that's the commander-in-chief protecting those foreign courts. Because remember, they're a tripartite. They work together. That's the U.S. protecting the financial center of the tripartite, the 3-city state empire. If you want to hear that again, play the video over. I went over it quickly. And I knew it was being recorded, so you can just replay that.
Keith, I got that video of that lawyer admitting that they make the laws that are advantageous to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we've played that on here. I don't know how many times. They make the laws. It's advantageous. They've never taken that video down, which is hilarious, by the way.
No, they never have.
It is against U.S. public policy to demand a certain type of currency, and both the Republicans and Democrats know this fact. yet they continue to attempt monopoly on the currency. Okay? See, the Republicans and Democrats can change it politically, but they don't. They're hiding the lawyers. Okay, folks, when you've got you voted somebody in, think about it this way. If you vote somebody in, let's just go to the mainstream BS and say that all of you vote people in office. Let's just go there. Let's go into La La Land for a minute. Okay, now, anytime they get in trouble, where do they go? They get advised by lawyers, foreigners, that are going to advise them to their benefit, not yours. There's your election tampering. What is okay? You have Trump. Where does he go? He goes to his lawyers. His lawyers don't give a flying flip about him. They could give a crap about anybody but themselves. That's how they operate. So somebody gets elected and they go to a lawyer for advice rather than going to the people and say, what do you guys want? What do you want? Tell me what you want. We'll make it happen. Okay? No, they go to a lawyer and ask for advice. Stupid. Okay? The suffering of the inhabitants within the United States is being implemented on purpose because both the Democratic and Republican Party are at war with the United States. No Article 6-0s. Folks, we've had a claims group on Telegram for a long time. There are no Article 6-0s, period. We have not seen one. Not one. Okay, since there are no Article 6-0s, there's nobody operating under the Constitution of the United States. Y'all get that? No one is operating under the Constitution of the United States. No one. We haven't seen any Article 6-0s anywhere. Not one person in office today is operating under their so-called Constitution of the United States. That's a huge statement, by the way. For all you guys out there that have no clue, like most of the military guys, a lot of them don't have a clue. You guys weren't even operating under the Constitution of the United States. Okay? Now, both the Democratic and Republican parties are at war with the inhabitants of the United States. You can see that really, really easy. They are burning your ass. And then they come up with all these shutdowns and everything else. They come up with $600. Seriously?
Oh, but Nancy says it's significant. It's significant.
Well, she just learned that word after she just got, out of rehab. Didn't she just get busted for a freaking DUI? You got a drunk as a Speaker of the House, folks. Okay, she's a drunk.
House drinker. The House drinker.
Yes, she's the House drinker. She's a freaking drunk. And you expect anything to go right? Seriously? She's not compromised at all. Just withhold her wine from her, and you're screwed. She goes to war. All right. They know that the relief is available and refuse to let it happen. Everyone in the Democratic Party and the Republican Party knows about us. They know through that case in Utah. They know about the Continental dollar. Everybody in the freaking Secret Service knows about the Continental dollar. Everyone there knows about the Continental dollar, and they can come to us anytime, but they refuse to do so. They would rather let you starve than ask for any help or even let this happen. Because why? Oh, they're communists, folks. I'm trying to tell you, both sides are. Both the Democratic and Republican parties have joined the world communist revolution against everyone else. They didn't give a crap about you. All right? They have a couple there that are token Republicans that say they care about you. There are a couple of token ones. They might. Who the hell knows? It says all are compromised one way or another. Every one of them. They've either got them in pictures, with little girls. They've got pictures of hookers, whatever they got pictures of. They're all compromised. You have zero leaders in the country. So, guess what? All ends up back in your lap. That's the way it works. All right, here we go. So it appears that the inhabitants, U.S. citizens, I'm just going to state that for those who don't know, this these two are the same, are at war with each other again. So here we go. So this guy, Hannity's guest, this one is unbelievable, by the way. I'm not going to play all of it for you.
Here's a socialist on the line. I have to
Can you hear it?
Yes.
take him, David from Minneapolis.
Thanks for taking my call, Rose.
Sure.
I've heard a lot of voices on the right lately, and it seems like a lot of false hope. And what I'm hearing is, oh, you know, come the midterms. Oh, you know, maybe come the presidential election in 2024. And it sounds like they're just disconnected from reality. And the reality is this, that we have the machines, we have the courts, and we have the media.
There you go. They have the machines, the courts, and the media. And you know what? He's right. He does it. Okay, they're going to go on to say, you can watch this yourself. They're going to go on to say, or he's going to go on to say, look, they don't want to join with you. They don't want to come together. They want you gone. We're talking about the right. We're talking about conservatives. They want you annihilated, gone, out of the way. They would rather have their red guy with the big horns come in. Get it? They're Satanists. You're not. So since you're not a Satanist, you deserve death. That's how they operate. That's not me saying it. That's them saying it. They don't want to join with you guys. So stop it. Okay? Stop trying to join with them. Oh, we all need to come together. It's horseshit. Stop it. You're making a fool out of yourself. They want a war. That's it. They've got the media, they've got the courts, and they got the election machines, which, by the way, I'm going to be putting up a video that shows you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, 7 minutes and 30-something seconds long, that shows you the fraud it's a forensic audit of fraud in the voting machines. I'll be having that up just after this T-ROH show goes up, okay, on the website. That would be, here's our website here. That's T-ROH, T-ROHshow.com. Okay, now one of Biden's Instagram accounts posted a picture of his two dogs tearing up President Trump doll on Saturday. I've never seen this, man. Have you ever seen this, Tom? I have never seen this since I've been living here on planet Earth. I have never seen anyone do this.
No, never.
I mean, you know, it's beyond politics. It's just the way it is. He's got this one and he's got that one. They're fighting. He's got his dogs fighting over this. But puts pictures on and throws it on Twitter. I've never seen that. And
Looks
regardless,
like a signal.
Yeah, it's like a signal. Kill the son of a bitch. You know, and blah blah blah, because he could win, and he did. He won, and he won the election, all that crap. But you know, they're wanting to kill him. That's not Biden, folks. That's also Hillary Clinton. That is Obama. All of them. They're all wanting to do this. Don't look any further. If you don't, if something happens to Trump, don't look any further than Hillary. Then we got this, unite you fuckers. Okay, Biden campaign manager calls for unity, then calls Republicans a bunch of fuckers. Okay, so you guys are at war with each other, whether you like it or not. Then look what CNN did. I'm gonna leave this up. Okay, CNN. Of course, everyone knows that CNN is at war with the country. So we put this up there, and they take their video down. It was a couple of days later they take their video down. The left does not want to unite with the right in any way and openly declares the right is expendable, meaning they want the right gone from the face of the earth. They do say that. He does say that in here. Okay. Now it says the left has the voting machines, the courts, and the media. We know that for a fact. They do have the courts. There's nothing but lefties in the courts. If they think you're a righty, they will not. You're guilty, and take your money. Guilty, take your money. They don't care. They're openly like that. All judges are lefties, all of them. Make no mistake, they work for the City of London. All of them, even though they're associated with the Knights of the Holy Sepulchre, okay, which is a country that the Pope created right next to the Vatican, that works out of Jerusalem. That's where the judges are. It's called the Judges Association. I've shown that in the videos, okay, in the T-ROH show. And every single one of them work for foreigners. The three city-state empire. Make no mistake. They are not of America. They don't care about America at all. We've proven it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, they openly brag about it in the first video. It says the left riots when they do not get their way. So they have seen the tactics of the Muslim community, and that rioting works. So, why don't you want to look at any election fraud? Well, we don't want to deal with any riots. Oh, okay. So just buckle under. Chief Justice, U.S. Supreme Court, big wuss. However, compromised. Not big wuss, compromised, bought off. However, if everyone is at war, there are a few things you'll need to know. It's things you got to know, folks. So if y'all want to go shoot each other, it's fine. I mean, it's just the way it works, and nobody's going to be able to stop you. You have choice, and you can go shoot each other. Not a big deal. It is imperative that everyone on both sides start designing uniforms and best represent your side, so you can avoid we can avoid friendly fire. What happens is that if you start fighting with civilian uniforms on or civilian clothes, you go down for war crimes at the end of the war. That's usually what happens. So other countries will come in with their military, and they will try you and hang your sorry ass. That's what they'll do. That's what they did in Nuremberg. You didn't think that it could happen to Germany, one of the most powerful militaries in the world. And guess what? Their asses got hung. I was doing what I was told. Is not an excuse. Okay? So you need to get the uniforms. If you're going to start fighting and stuff, let's just do it right. So we know who we're shooting at. Maybe you could do a sticker on your mailbox that says, I'm a Democrat, okay? And another one that says, I'm a Republican. So when we start shooting at the house, we know we're shooting at the right people. So we got to get that straightened out, okay? Whatever you want to do on this is the way you're going to do it. If you're this freaking stupid, then we're going to go to full stupid here, all right? No one can kill women and children. So you got to, raise your gun up where it's at adult level. Don't be shooting any children and stuff like that. You start doing that, you're just going to get burned and hung and all this kind of crap. Okay. Now, the rest of the rules are in this book. This is a very good book. There's a link here on what not to do. And there's the laws of war. It's got pop-up pictures and stuff. It's really cool. It's got big pictures and things so everybody can understand it. Now, the courts and the police are not allowed to get involved in any prosecution of any war activity unless they want to get involved by picking a side and start shooting. Okay, so lawyers don't think you're going to come in and start making money on bonds by prosecuting people for shooting each other. That's not going to happen. Okay? There is another alternative that is written in the Law of Nations, which is split the country into North and South again, and we can all hate each other from afar and get on with life. Now, another guy came in and says, well, wait a minute, why don't we make this? Why don't we do it East and West? That way, everybody in the East and everybody in the West side has a choice of whether they want to live in the cold part or the hot part of the country, which I thought was a great idea. Did you think that was a good idea, John or Tom?
Yeah, I do think that's a good idea.
Yeah, you can choose whether to live in the cold or the warm. So I thought it was a great idea too.
And you'd have the ocean too, either side that you go on.
Yeah. Everybody has enough of seaward boundaries, but on the border, nobody goes on each side. Okay, so whoever wants to live on the west, you can live there. We can figure it out if the left wants the left and the right wants the east. Whatever they want, doesn't really matter. We can work this out, but. Now, this would piss off the banks because their mortgage contracts are all null and void because you're moving the meets and bounds around. Okay, it would take the General Post Office to redo the survey. Okay, USPS can't do that, so it would take the General Post. So we can do this. We can redo a survey and we'll make it right. All right. And then then you'll make it east and west, which I thought was a better idea anyways. We can all agree on a 6-month ceasefire, while those who want to go to that'd be the east now, meaning the left or the right, whatever, can go there, and those on the right can go to the south, which would be the east or the west. So I have to rewrite that. Now, if not, we can all enjoy a really bloody civil war where the bankers can fund both sides and get even richer. So the Rothschilds will fund both sides of the war in the Civil War. I don't know if y'all realize that's what he's doing, and that's what that's who is pushing all this, by the way. The only one that does know how to do this, and the only one that has done this over and over and over, is the City of London. It's 2,000 years old, folks. It watches countries come and go. It knows what it's doing. All right. And they're the financial center. They're going to fund both sides of the war. They don't give a crap why you're fighting each other. They just want to make sure that you do, so that they can collect on the insurance policies they have on your person.
And please their God at the same time.
Yeah. They're giving their God what they want, what he wants. Okay. Everybody goes to hell as a murderer. And, we all know what happens during wars. Women get raped, so they go to hell for being rapists. They go to hell for stealing and all this other kind of stuff. So they're pleasing their God. They're bringing their God straight out and showing you and telling you this. We showed you in the first part of the show exactly what they're doing. And they're doing it. Okay? Now, they're going to fund both sides of the war. Now, what say all of you? Bloody war, or make the bankers rich, or split the country in two again, and we have our own national money that is debt and interest free. Which way you want to go there, folks?
Geez, that's a rough decision.
And believe me, the lefties, we don't want anything to do with you either, right? If you're conservatives and stuff, I don't think conservatives want anything to do with the lefties. You get it? We're neutral in this. We're with the government of the United States of America, so we don't give a shit. What we're saying here is, other than it's going to be highly inconvenient for us when people are shooting each other. However, the lefties, you don't have to be a part of the righties, and the righties don't have to be a part of the lefties. Y'all can split and go on your way, man. That'll work great, won't it? We're not going to fund, anything about this as far as war is concerned. We're going to give the money back to the ones that want it, which is the Continental dollar. So bringing that up, we're working on a couple other things. So y'all decide what you want to do. We'll go ahead and get it done. Okay. We got to get this over with. So no one's ever going to be happy that if Trump stays in, no one's going to be happy if Biden stays in. So it's inevitable. So y'all decide what you want to do. I might put a poll on the right here, and just ask people, what do you want to do? Do you want to go and split the country up in two, where we've got a north and south or east and west? Or do y'all want to shoot each other until you decide to split the country up before, you go to north, south, east, and west? Because that's what's going to happen. Another civil war is not going to involve everybody getting together again. It's not going to work. There are way too many guns. There's way too many resources here. Not going to happen. So we can skip the whole killing thing and just split the country in two. The government of the United States of America can remain neutral. We can settle all issues. We can reestablish boundaries, do everything the way it needs to be done, and away you go. Okay? Lefties don't mess with righties. Righties don't mess with lefties. It's all over. Nobody has to see each other anymore, which I think is freaking awesome. Okie doke. Now, let's get back to the money. The money is that we've got can solve a lot of these problems that everyone's having if they would, just start demanding it. Right now, you can get UCD tokens at the World Exchange. They're tokens. They're not coins. Understand, we do not have our own coin. They're tokens. Okay, this is the worldexchange.net right here. and they deal in XRP. So we're watching the XRP war go on right now. It's going back and forth. But we have a UCD token where you can buy XRP with our UCD token. And UCD exchange form, order form is here. And we also how to fund my account, which means you work for somebody and then you can fund your account that way. You work for somebody next door, they buy the stuff. Say you're a handyman, you want to replace a fan for an old lady. Old lady just doesn't have any money because of this, this, and this. Whatever the reason is, just have her sign a voucher. If you want to change the fan out for, $100, whatever, that's fine. Or fix whatever else, you can just charge for it. If it's $100 to put a fan in, it's $100 to put a fan in. We'll just do the UC or the you fill out the voucher, and we'll put that money in your account. We break your where's the value? Everybody's going to ask where's the value is, because I think we just need to get this really explained, Tom, so people get it. Okay. You go in, you change out somebody's ceiling fan. Just simple. They don't have the money. They bought the fan. They just don't have the money to get it, put up there. Electricians are pretty high. They're about $150. So you go in there, and an electrician can come in and fix your fan, put your fan up for you. He comes up with a voucher. Now, the voucher is not a coupon. It is vouching for you that you did the work. The customer is paying you with their witness that you did the work. That's how it works. In essence, they're paying you. The voucher itself is money. It can be spent. It has value to it. When you give it to the Continental Public Bank, what's happening is we break that down. Instead of having a $1,500 bill, meaning if you have a voucher for $1,500, we're going to break that down to any increments you want: 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s. That's what the bank is doing. The bank is doing nothing but giving you change. Do you understand how this works? I'll explain it one more time on how this works. An electrician is called who will accept the Continental dollar. Somebody that can't pay. May cost $150 to put up a freaking $80 fan. That's outrageous, right? But it's true. It's the way it works. Sometimes the labor is higher. So, electrician comes in the house. He sees the fan, puts the fan together, puts it up on your ceiling. He turns the switch on and off. It works. Everybody's happy. He comes out with a voucher. It's just a document. That's all it is. Has information in there that we need to be able to give you change if that's what you want. However, the person that accepted, that received it, there's actually two things that they're providing. They're providing a need in that transaction, and they're paying with their witness. Honesty. They're paying with their witness. Witnessing for you that you did a day's work, that you actually got the work done, which is energy. Okay? That's what the customer is providing for you. A need. Now, think about it this way. If you've got a guy who is in a wheelchair, he provides a need in the community. He's worth something. He's not a throwaway. He's not a leech on society. He's worth something because he's providing a need for you for a service that you can provide. There's things he can't do that you can. He's worth something to you and everybody else. This is how we bring value to people that are handicapped, stuff like that. They provide a need for you. They're gold, man. We're talking about old folks. What did the drunk ass Pelosi say the other day? Oh, well, old folks that are on Social Security, they're a drain on society. I think that she came out with that the other day in one of her drunken stupors. Okay? They're providing the need, and they're paying you with a witness. We'll accept that for value. That's value right there. that they're providing, because the work wouldn't have been done if it wasn't for them. They provided a need. You provide a service, everybody's happy. So they vouch for you that the work was done. You can keep the voucher. If the voucher is $150 for putting up a ceiling fan, fine. If you want change, you send it to the bank and we break it down for you. For digital currency or this currency here, which is paper. Okay. If you want to break it down and put it in cash, you can do that. By the way, the new cash vendor we've got, awesome paper, by the way. Okay. You can even wash it. He sat there and washed it in the sink and none of the ink came off. It's awesome. It's awesome money. Okay. So it's a much better.
I've got four of them right here. I've got 4 of them right here.
Do you have a way to show them?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, that's okay. We saw him. He was in assembly. He put it under the faucet and then sat and washed it with soap, and nothing came off. It's awesome stuff. Okay, and we're almost done with that. Getting all that switched over. Very close to it. Okay. Now you got a voucher, so it's a voucher vouching for you. It's not a voucher as a coupon, like the U.S. tries to pull it out. Here's your charity shit, right? That's not what it is. So now you've got yourself a money system. It's all labor backed. It's not borrowed into existence. It's earned into existence. So you know that every one of the every one of the Continental dollars is backed by labor somewhere, somehow. So you know it's valuable. It wouldn't exist if it wasn't. We do not sit and print money out of thin air. We don't do that. Everything is from the people, and it's earned into existence. Okay. Now there's 2 things that we can do. There's a whole world exchange here. That's one part of the Continental dollar. The other part, and by the way, if you do this one part, you can economically survive. In other words, you can economically recover from a COVID issue. You can put everybody right back into business again. It's awesome. Okay, now this is the World Exchange. We've got a UCD token that we issue that you can actually buy XRP with and spend. You know, that's how it works. Unless you just want to use the token and spend it, you can do that. And it takes a couple of weeks, but you put in an order for XRP and the token, and it will eventually end up in your account. I don't know how it works. I haven't done any study on it. I have no idea how it works. I just know it does. And when the XRP went up to, I don't know, it was almost $1. I don't know how far it went, but it was up pretty high. When that happened, our token ended up being 25 cents. So when that happened, what we did was we split the token into 4 per 1. So 4 tokens per XRP. If that's the case, no matter how high it is, it's 4 tokens per XRP. We're going to give you that if you want to exchange it for Continental dollars. So if you get 1 Continental dollar, we'll exchange into 4 tokens. So you're still 1-to-1 on each side. You don't lose any equity, and away you go. Okay. So we can do the exchange, how to fund my account, balance transfer, money to others. Now, what this is there's a couple of ways to do this. You can transfer money to others in here, which means if you have a phone, okay, I'm not logged in. Let me log in. All right, so here we are. And you just go to this page and you can put in like Treasury, TRE. So you just sit and wait. And Treasurer comes up. Okay, it'll search for you. If you don't know the whole username of the person, it'll search for you. And there you go. Here's 1. Here's Continental dollar LB. This is labor back, or you have Continental dollars. So Continental dollar LB. So we'll click that right there. You can do a message. You can throw a test in there. Okay, and transfer it. and it will transaction completed. So Treasury just got $1. You click that, it'll restart for you. Okay, so that's how this stuff works, folks. It's real easy. You can do it anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. If you're in Germany, you can get to this website, and you've got two people over in Germany that use or take Continental dollars. You can transfer money back and forth to each other. Anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter. Also, we do have one other deal, which is a line of credit. That's for commercial guys that need some money up front to get stuff for a job. That's the only time that we create, okay, under a line of credit. But it's going to be labor backed anyways, so you won't need a whole lot of credit. Now that is connected to the Incune account, and that goes for another. That's a whole brand new show as to what your Incune account is. Okay, anything else to add, Tom?
Not at the moment. I can't think of anything offhand.
Okay. So what happens in your line of credit is that is your direct account to your maker, the one who created you, the one who created everything around us. Okay. And what that does is that's your line of credit with him. Meaning, if you've got say you've got a painting job, or you want to build a house, okay, you're going to need a line of credit to go buy the materials and everything else. You can vouch out the labor, which is going to cut it way down. When that happens, you've got low income housing. No, you've got a house that's worth what it's actually supposed to be worth. Okay, means housing becomes affordable again. That's how this works. We haven't explained this in a while. We've had a bunch of internal BS, but which I wanted out there in the public to show exactly what happens with people. I wanted everybody to see what happens. Because you know what happens, folks? If I don't do that, if I stay quiet like I have been staying quiet on a lot of these so-called fallouts, which I think they're planned, by the way. I think it's a setup. Then those people go out, lie their ass off to everybody, which they did. These people still did it, but I had already put in there exactly what happened, what they did. Okay? That's already been put out there. So whatever they say is BS anyways. So that's why I did that on 2 shows. I think it's 2 or 3 shows. I put it all out there because they go out and they lie their ass off. Oh, well, oh, he's a dictator. He's this. They blame it on me. They lie to the whole world as to what happened, and nothing like that happened. And I don't want to get into the details. I'm just saying that everything in a 2.5-hour video was a complete lie. Everybody lied. Big time. None of what they said happened. So there you go. But that's the reason why it was done. Anybody else that wants to stab everybody in the back, it wasn't just me. They like to single me out. But it wasn't just me that they stabbed. They stabbed Tom too. They threw him under the bus. All this other stuff. But this happens. Okay? When that happens, we're going to out you folks. We're not going to sit here and just get silent and everything, try to play high road. Because all you do is you go out and trash our freaking reputation. That's all you do. And for
we have a really good reputation too.
Do what?
We have a really good reputation. It's just the ones who don't like not being in control that usually happens like that.
Well, have you noticed one thing, Tom?
What's that?
The feds never bother us.
No, they never bother us at all.
They're the only ones that don't.
Yeah. They never bother us.
that we never have any arguments with them. They don't bother us.
Mm-mm. And all the time I've done this, nobody's ever knocked on my door.
Right. And we don't have any issues with them. We don't have any argument. You know why, folks? Because they understand who we are. They understand that we're right. They get it. We know that. It's the people that don't get it. You understand what we're telling you? We're on a friendly basis with them. Hi, how you doing? What's going on? They get it that they're a company. They all know that. They know that we're the real government. They get it. We're trying to tell you this. Okay, so, that's why you have generals that are sitting there. Hi, how you doing? What's going on? They know who we are. It's the Annas that are out there that are lying constantly. She came out with something the other day. You know what, folks? This is what happened. She came out with some BS the other day about all these 4 or 5 different entities and crap and blah, blah, blah. All of it's complete crap. She's just trying to hide the fact that she's trying to plug you back into the system and back under the Constitution, or the what do you call it? The illusion of being under the Constitution. She's trying to put you in the New World Order. And I said, does anybody want to even say anything about this? And everybody goes, no, we don't even care anymore. She's an idiot. Anybody that believes her, you deserve what you get. You want to pay her money? You deserve it. She's not going to get you anything. Nothing's ever going to happen. You've been warned about 100 times. You believe the stupid shit she says about myself or the reign of the heavens, which is a country, by the way. But, we've said this 100 times. If you're stupid and you don't realize that, then go for it. She puts this big line of... Yeah. If she puts this big line of crap out and one guy down at the bottom, thanks for telling us this, Anna. Now we know. Oh, God. She's trying to say that she claimed the United States of America from 1776. No proof, no links, no documents, no historical documents, nothing. Zero. Everybody just takes her word for it and says, thank you, Anna. We appreciate what you did. It's hilarious to sit and watch that. If you're that stupid, please don't come over here. You're not, no one wants anybody that's that dumb to talk to. If you're going to believe that BS, that's horrible. Stay there.
Yeah, I don't need phone calls from dumb people.
Yeah, we don't want your baby deeds, your baby mama deed. We don't want your baby deeds and all this other horse shit that you think you did something with. And what does she do? She turns you right around. You pay her, by the way, to turn you into a U.S. citizen. It's hilarious, and we can prove it. But would you listen? Nah. Who cares if you listen? Go do your stupid stuff, lefties. You're all lefties. You're all dumb, uneducated lefties, and you need to stay over there. All right? We're not going to sit here and listen to all your hate-filled rants and the Me Too crap that goes on over there. The women trying to promote her and all this other crap. Everybody sees right through you. We know what you are. We just want our equal rights. You got equal rights. Guess what? You can go into debt just like everybody else. Welcome to your equal rights. Because that's all the Equal Rights Amendment was for, was you can equally go into debt with your husband.
In life, grand, and you can go on the front lines and fight too. Yeah.
Yep, and you can go out to war just like any other man. Good luck. You can get your arms and your legs blown off just like everybody else for foreign wars. When you're working for the tripartite that could give a crap about you, that does nothing but collect on the insurance when you die. It's called GI insurance. Okay, and guess what? Now you have equal rights. Congratulations.
And then that includes the transgender, the gays.
Yep. Y'all
whatever,
can equally die.
They, them, thems, these, and those, and those, and then.
And she's and hims and theys. Yes.
Yeah.
Now you can
go,
get shot
you get
like
all
everybody
equal
else.
rights, man.
Yeah.
You get all equal rights. You get the same pay. You get the same everything. They'll fucking bend you over like no tomorrow. Excuse my language, but that's what happens.
That's right. So there you go, folks. Have fun with that. You had it better the other way, but you know, what else? Hey, you fell for it. Nothing we can do about it. And I'm to a point, Tom, I just don't have any stake in that. I don't care. I just don't. I mean, I used to really give a crap about, it's like, y'all are hurting yourselves. You're being deceived. Go ahead. Believe your deception. I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Their guard loves it. You're good.
Yeah, you're good. If that's what you want to claim, go for it. Have fun. You want to humiliate yourself? Humiliate yourself. Nobody cares. It's getting to that point right now. Because I can't keep trying to reach out to somebody who is destined and wants to throw themselves over the cliff. I can't stop that anymore. I can't be stressed out over it, which I usually am. If she's lying and whatever, we don't care. She's just lying her ass off. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows her husband's a rapist. Everybody gets it. He's a convicted rapist.
We have proof. If you don't want to check it out, don't. We don't really care.
Yeah, don't really care. Go ahead and believe it.
We're not looking for idiots. We're not looking for people who want to sit on their ass. We're not looking for any of that shit. If you want to fix the country, this is the place to be. If you don't want to, just go away.
Just go believe whatever stupid crap that somebody tells you, okay? With no links, no historical documents, no nothing. That will sit and lie to you right in front of your face, and you will just ignore it and go, oh, thank you for everything you've done. Then they've lied their ass off to you.
They're just kissing her ass, and she hasn't done a damn thing for him.
It's hilarious.
I can't believe it. I just can't.
That's just how stupid people are.
Every one of these groups does nothing for the people. I can't count how many times I've heard stories of people going through a bunch of crap, and every time they called anybody to try and help them, they're like, "Oh, we can't help you." Blah blah blah. Yeah, you got some money. We can give you this new wonderful thing, and this will get you out of it. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, man, I've never seen anything like the United States of America. I've been here for over 7 years now. Nobody here has ever steered me wrong. Why do you think I stick around? My name is Thomas. I'm a doubting Thomas. I've told people this all along. Nobody's ever steered me wrong, so I stick around. I've seen miracles happen here. But you go ahead. You go with Anna. You go with all these other groups and everything, the ones that steer you in the wrong direction. You'll find out. Just a matter of time. Good luck with that. But if you want to do something real that you can see results from, this is the place to be. No word of a lie. But you don't have to believe me. Do your own research. That's all I got to say at the moment.
Yeah, we don't publish out there all the court cases. We had one lady actually came up, and this we're going to end this just a minute. But there was one court case where we told everybody that all the charges have been dropped with what we were doing. We don't really advertise that much, but all charges have been dropped and all that. And she comes back, show me the evidence. I want to see the evidence. Oh, okay. So you're used to being lied to by gurus. So you want to put us in that freaking category. You know how much resentment that actually builds up in somebody when they come back and it's like, what, you think we're going to put something out? When have we ever lied on the T-ROH show? Out of 208 broadcasts, when have we ever lied? Okay, when has that ever happened? I don't get it. So, like, we're going to make a claim and not be able to back it up. So, you know what I did? I send her all the documents. Here it is right here. And never heard a thing from them other than, oh, well, thank you. Well, why didn't you come back and apologize for being such an asshat towards us? and accuse us of lying, by the way. People are rude and stupid when it comes to that. Okay?
Yeah, but if you go back when we first started out, we had like 40, 46 people here, right?
Yeah.
Even during that time, we were making a huge headway, and we were doing miracles that we never saw anywhere else. So, you know, it's not like we need all these dead weight people.
Yeah, well, actually, we made a huge. It was 15 in the first part. I was holding 5 offices.
I know that was before I got here, but
yeah, we were
you're
holding 5
talking
offices.
3 years
and
before me.
we solved what was it the Bundy deal, or were you here at the time?
I was here at the Bundy deal. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how many? We didn't have that many people.
No,
it was like 15 or 20 people. We solved the whole Bundy deal.
That's right. It was 50 and 20 on that night, but I remember being up until early morning hours, and we thought about it, and we said, well, we're poking our neck out, man. We could get killed for this. And
we did it anyway.
Yeah, we did.
And we never got a thank you from Bundy's, man. They're such asshats.
No, they just walked off, and we were on the phone with Cliven that night because Lanny got the number for him, and that was when the police told us to told Cliven to get off the phone. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Lanny got the phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was a hell of a time when we were doing that article and everything. Holy crap. We were like looking at our doors and stuff. And that's when the governor got arrested.
That's right. You know why Bundy folks got out of everything? We gave him we pardoned him. That's how he got out of it. He had to go through a bunch of crap, but he got out of it.
Yeah. That was an order from the original government.
Every one of the people that we've pardoned has gotten out of, eventually. It takes a little while, but it does go through. So it's not immediate like it is with Trump. Trump can do it and everything's, it's all done. But it takes a little while for us. But it gets done. So, But, if you want to believe that that so-and-so operate as the United States and these states and the United States and states of states and da-da-da-da-da-da, you want to believe all that crap? Go ahead. None of it's true. It's all BS. Complete fabrication.
That weird thing of 1779 or whatever the hell it was.
1776. Oh, the Naturalization Act of 1779. No such thing. Never happened.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, never happened. They didn't even have a United States in Congress assembled yet. They were in the middle of a revolution. How could they have passed an act? You had another Congress that was sitting there. They never passed anything like that. They weren't naturalizing because they were in the middle of a revolution.
But don't look it up. Just take her word for it. You know what I mean? It's perfect.
People were still shooting each other. The Treaty of Paris didn't happen until 1780-something, 84. Which is a treaty of peace.
I got 83 on one of the documents. I'm not sure that's a controversial thing of when it actually went through.
Yeah, because they're in the middle of a revolution. It's, everybody stop. We got to do a Naturalization Act. Hold on. We got to start naturalizing citizens back in. Not even a country yet.
Yeah, naturalizing dead citizens probably.
You don't even recognize country yet. How are you going to, you're in the middle of a revolution. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. All right, folks. Thanks for listening to the 208th broadcast of the T-ROH Show. We will see you next week.